The Trump administration stepped up assistance on Thursday, temporarily waiving a shipping law that some officials said was slowing efforts to get food and medicine to the island. Twitter has suspended about 200 accounts that appeared to be linked to Russian meddling in the 2016 campaign, but critics note that is a small fraction of the number identified by outside researchers. The company's presentation to the Senate and House Intelligence Committees on Thursday showed an enormous lack of understanding from the Twitter team of how serious this issue is, the threat it poses to democratic institutions, Senator Mark Warner, Democrat of Virginia, said. And Facebook continues to extol its size and reach to advertisers, even as it faces questions over its ad targeting tools. We look at the blurry lines and policing challenges it faces. President Trump has rebuked Tom Price, the Health and Human Services Secretary, for racking up at least $400,000 on chartered flights. Price said he would pay back part of the bill. But that doesn't mean his job is safe. When defendants are found not guilty by reason of insanity, they are sometimes confined to a psychiatric institution for life. Listen on a computer, an iOS device or an Android device. Our columnist has put all your Equifax breach questions and our many answers in one place. Johnson. Elon Musk still wants to send people to Mars. He talked about his latest ideas at the International Astronautical Congress in Australia today. U.S. stocks were up on Thursday. Here's a snapshot of global markets. Tips, both new and old, for a more fulfilling life. How to tell if someone is lying, by an expert interviewer. Moving? Here are 5 things you'll need. Recipe of the day: consider spaghetti with cauliflower, almonds, tomatoes and chickpeas. Remember R.L. Stine? Your briefing writer does. Fondly. Take a tour of the Goosebumps author's apartment in our 360 video, but watch out for the skeleton. Writers from across the political spectrum discuss President Trump's plan to cut taxes. The Yeti seems to be one thing that almost everyone agrees is pretty awesome. Manola Dargis reviews American Made, starring Tom Cruise as a pilot recruited by the sea. A.O. Scott calls Our Souls at Night, a romance starring Jane Fonda and Robert Redford, as gentle as a moth's wing. On the TV front, we check out 2 new Marvel shows. Skip Inhumans and go for The Gifted, our critic says. Or settle down with a book. Our editors recommend 11 new titles. Finally, if you're in New York, here's what's new on stage, as well as the best pop, rock, jazz and classical performances next week. And don't forget to check out the New York Film Festival. Trevor Noah examines President Trump's tax plan. I'm starting to wonder if the only reason he ran for president was to lower his own taxes. 1 in 8 women get breast cancer. Today, I'm the one. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, less than 2 weeks after her record-setting Emmy win for Veep. It remains the biggest drop in points for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, 777.68 points. Nine years ago today, American markets looked grim, even before the New York Stock Exchange opened. Overnight, news broke that major Asian and European banks lacked cash to lend. Credit markets were virtually frozen. At about 1:30 p.m. trading floors went silent as televisions broadcast the House of Representatives doing the unimaginable, rejecting a $700 billion bailout plan. It lost by 228 votes to 205. By the end of the day, about $1.2 trillion had been knocked off the stock market as traders tried to unload troubled mortgage-backed securities. On October 3, 2008, Congress passed a new $700 billion bailout, but most investors were still pessimistic about the economy, and the Dow Jones continued to fall rapidly until March 2009. For the past 8 years, the Dow Jones has trended upward. President Obama's stimulus package was seen to have lifted the economy and cut unemployment, and recently, investors have appeared to like President Trump's plans to cut business taxes. This year, the Dow Jones surpassed 22,000, a record. Your morning briefing is published weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern and updated all morning. Browse through past briefings here. If photographs appear out of order, please download the updated New York Times app from iTunes or Google Play. What would you like to see here? Contact us at briefing@nitums.com. You can sign up here to get the briefing delivered to your inbox. Check out our full range of free newsletters here.